Welcome to Maths with Bob. We're looking at the 3-minute series solving quadratic equations by the quadratic formula. Now the quadratic formula, you can see here's this one over here. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Sometimes you may be given it or you may have to memorize it. But something to be aware of is that if b squared minus 4ac, sometimes referred to as a discriminant, if that is negative, we can't find the square root of a negative number in the real number system, and therefore this parabola will not cross the x-axis. Sometimes called a positive definite, or if a is negative, it would be a negative definite. But just be aware that there may not be any solutions to this quadratic formula. And in this case, there will be. Okay, so we're looking at trying to solve where 7x squared minus 5x minus 9 equals 0. Or if you like to think of it graphically, where does that quadratic function, y equals 7x squared minus 5x minus 9 equals 0? Now, the x-axis is called y is equal to 0, so it's basically we are trying to work out the x values which make, if you like, the y value 0. Or in other words, where does, for what x values does that parabola cut the x-axis or have y values of 0? Okay, so let's have a look at how we do this. Okay, so let's actually have a quick look. Now, this is our, well, you can see here the equation we're going to try and solve. 7x squared minus 5x minus 9 equals 0. Now, the first thing I always do is just go off to the side somewhere and write down, okay, what a, b, and c are. Now, I would say a is 7. Okay, let's have a look. A is 7, the coefficient of x squared, right? B is minus 5. Okay, the coefficient, you can see here, the coefficient of x. And c is negative 9, the constant. Okay, negative 9 here equals 0. So we're trying to find the x values which make this expression 0. Okay, now we're going to use the formula. The earlier videos used what's called completing the squares method. Okay, so now x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So we need to substitute the a, b, and the c, obviously, into this formula. And you can see here, I'll just try and make it a bit bigger. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, minus b. So, and you might remember b is negative 5. So we have negative of negative 5, which is obviously just positive 5. Then we have minus b squared. So we have obviously b squared, but remember b is negative 5. So minus 5 all squared is 25, you can see here. Then we have the minus 4 times a times c. And that works out to be, I think, 252 eventually, minus 4 times 7 times minus 9, all over 2a, which is just 2 7s are 14 on the bottom. Then you can see here, we end up getting x is equal to 5 plus or minus the square root of 277 all over 14. On corrected to decimal places, x is about 1.55 and minus 0.83. Okay, so just to finish up, just have a quick look. Where is minus 0.83? Here it is here, and 1.55 is over here. These are the two x values which satisfy that equation. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.